Winavar, the injectable SARM S4. This is purely my hypothetical speculation because we do not have enough data on actual usage of Winavar amongst different demographics, such as what I'm going to be collecting now is data on women, data on different age groups, data on men of different experience levels with enhancement, like men that have been on steroids, men that are natural. This is the injectable version, so it is far more potent than the oral version. So we start by looking at what were the effective dosage on the oral version. The oral S4 effective dosage was between 25 milligrams and 100 milligrams. Now, the more someone took of the oral dosage, the better effects they had. Better effects meaning more muscle definition, more strength in the gym, more stamina, faster recovery time, better overall performance, and better all aesthetics, which is the hard, dry look that we want as bodybuilders. S4 was the most popular SARM amongst physique competitors who wanted to have a really tight waist, show abs and definition, and less popular amongst bodybuilders who want to put on size. So S4 was thought of as sort of the Winstrol or the Anavar of the SARM world. Now, I don't really like the oral version of S4 because I get vision side effects. And lots of people get vision side effects. The vision side effects are temporary, so it's not a big deal. And they're dosage dependent and length of cycle dependent. So when I was doing 75 milligrams of, I was going to say Winavar, but no, it was the oral version. It was the S4. It was only about maybe, this is remembering way back many years, but maybe it was like 10 days in, everything started looking very blurry to me, which was a huge problem because at the time I was practicing as a lawyer and I had to read all day on the computer and documents, and it was slowing down my reading speed. As soon as I stopped, the vision side effects went away. So it was purely temporary. Now, the injectable version of the SARMs have far less side effects, but they have less side effects in the things like the liver because they skip the first pass through the liver by going directly into the bloodstream. It doesn't matter. They're not liver toxic. SARMs are not liver toxic anyways. It's not the liver toxicity. It's the fact that anything anabolic passing through the liver does disrupt the natural hormone balance of the body, which can lead to side effects. And it's very minimal. I don't want to scare people away from SARMs because most people take SARMs with minimal to no relevant side effects. Relevant, I'm choosing my words very carefully. So the injectable version is going to be far more potent milligram per milligram, so we need less of a dosage than the oral version. It's going to disrupt our natural hormones less, but it's not necessarily going to have less vision side effects. And that's why I would keep the dosage of Winavar under 75 milligrams. I would be looking at somewhere around 25 milligrams as a starting dosage and working my way up to 50 milligrams. Now, the shorter the cycle is of it, the higher the dosage I can run with less side effects. So if I was going to do something like 6 weeks, I wouldn't go over 50 milligrams. I'd be somewhere between 25 and 50 milligrams as a man. If I was going to do something shorter, like only 1 week, which I like cycling compounds over shorter periods of time for lots of reasons, then I'd be doing a Winavar dosage of probably up to 50 to 100 milligrams, which is an extremely high dosage. And I would stop as soon as I got any vision side effects. But that's me. I mean, I have a lot of muscle, right? So people who are beginners experimenting with these things can get away with a lot lower dosages and still getting tremendous effects. So someone who's a very beginner may only take 25 milligrams of Winavar and have absolutely amazing effects. So why would they need to take 50 milligrams? More is not better if the androgen receptor in the muscle is not the limiting factor. At a certain point, food, sleep, training, other supplements, nutrition, macronutrients, micronutrients become more of a limiting factor than the anabolics themselves. So, the dosage really depends on what is the limiting factor. Now, if everything is perfect and on point, we can go higher in the dosage for greater effects. But if we don't have a perfect diet, we don't have perfect training, then we're better off just using a lower dosage and then addressing those other limiting factors that I list on the enhanced muscle anabolic matrix, for example. So the summary is Winavar dosage. If I'm starting it for the first time, I'm doing 50 milligrams of the injectable S4 Winavar, 25 milligrams, sorry. And then if I'm more advanced, I'm doing somewhere around 50 milligrams, which would be the equivalent of doing something like 75 milligrams. And as soon as I get any vision side effects, I stop. Maybe I come back to it at a lower dosage again, but I stop because I don't want the vision side effects to get worse. One more thing about dosage of frequency for Winavar is when we're taking the oral form, we're usually taking it multiple times per day because of a shorter half-life. In the injectable form, it actually hits faster than oral. It hits immediately. I mean, you can take it before the workout and immediately notice the benefits during the workout. But it also lasts a little bit longer because it creates a little pocket of the Winavar in the muscle that breaks down over a longer period of time. So you get a faster onset and also a longer period of time in which it's at elevated levels in the bloodstream. So it does not need to be injected multiple times per day.